Hey, Flo here. I just got to that point in my live stream, the end of it, my most recent live stream. I called it "This is the Day" or something. Anyway, the signal basically died at this point because I'm in between two mountains with zero line of sight in any direction. So it's pretty obvious why that happened. Probably when I get back up to the top of this, I'll have a signal again, but I think I'm done live streaming for today, and I'll just do some videos, unless I do another live stream later if I see something cool and get a good signal. But anyway, I have been talking about this mountain thing all day, and now that I look at it, I kind of think I've probably been up here before because it looks very approachable and doable. So maybe I just forgot that I've already done this, but like on the back side, there's just this dirt ramp going up almost to the top, and then I'll have to figure out how to climb those pinnacles at the top or decide if I'm going to do that. But I think this will be very easy, ridiculously easy. There's a chipmunk joining in the fun. This camera, this second phone, I have to switch to my second phone because my battery is almost dead on my main phone too, so I can't even record a video, much less live stream. My second phone is not nearly as good with the video, although in some ways I like the color science maybe a little better than the Samsung, but it's a Motorola phone, I think. But anyway, it also doesn't have, or I don't even know, I've never tested this to my knowledge. I'm not sure if it's using my external mic to record, but also I don't think I can change camera angles while I'm recording, which is really lame, because I started this video trying to do a selfie shot introduction thing, and then I was going to flip it around and show the adventure, but then found out you can't flip it once you started recording. I could stop recording, flip it, and start again, but it's just kind of stupid. I've always done uncut, unedited, long form kind of content, so I don't really do cuts in and out of my videos typically. It's just not my preferred style. Oh man. Whew, I'm out of shape. This is really steep though. There's some of the places I've been both today and the last time I streamed. That place up there is the place that I said is the best view in this area. And then there's kind of one of the peaks, although I'm not sure I think that is that main peak that I've gone up in the last stream and was looking at today, but I'm not sure. It's a weird view of it from the back. Oh man. Really happy to be doing something different, rare, possibly the first time, but now that I see how easy this is, I can't imagine I wouldn't have done this unless I ran out of time or I was already too committed to going a different direction. But this is easy, crazy easy, except for the steepness. There's no challenge to this. It's not climbing, it's not even scrambling. It's completely surprising to me. I knew it was going to be easier on this side. I did not expect it to be this easy. Oh wow. Look at this stuff. That would be nuts. This one's easy, but like some of those next ones look pretty crazy. Without a camera that I have to hold and waste one of my hands. I think I could easily get up that, but if I have to hold my camera, I don't know if I could manage that. But that might be my next destination for today. After this thing. The only thing I can see right now that might be a little bit sketchy is we got some of this really annoying gravel that, like, if it's on top of slanted rocks, that's very dangerous because it just slips out from under your feet and you can start sliding down the slope. But I think even if I slid, I would just like bang up my knees in this case, not like fall to my doom or something. So I think I'm gonna be fine. I just have to pick my stance. This would be better if I had my hiking pole out probably, but I think I can manage. I just need to get up. Like, this part sucks right here. It's very gravelly and slippery. I'm gonna be sliding a bit, but once I get up onto the bare rock, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Actually, there's some bare rock, this little weird line that goes up. That's pretty rocky, so I'll probably try that. Should be a lot easier than the gravelly junk. This really isn't that bad. I don't know what it looks like on the video. Sometimes videos make things look crazy dangerous when they're not at all. Other times, something that is very dangerous looks like easy. It's funny how the camera angles. Actually, this part right here is almost vertical. It's actually pretty crazy. And all that moss on there, I wouldn't want to go up right there. But I'm kind of hugging this wall, which gives me some decent handholds, and this rock here is very rough, and I think it'll have some okay friction. But there are a few little footholds here that are definitely sketchy. Like this, I would say this is no joke now that I'm actually standing on it. I didn't notice how steep it was from below. It's worse. It's worse than it looked from down there. So this could be risky. A little bit. Okay, one step and then we're good. Okay. I just had one big stride. I had to bridge the gap. Okay, we're safe now. Generally speaking. Always have to keep my wits about me, but I bet I've been here. I just, how could I forget something like this though? I don't usually forget. Like, I've been talking about it for years, which to me makes it seem like I've never been here, but I'll have to confirm on my map and via other methods. This isn't even that crazy. Like, from that far side, it looks insane. But like, the way I just came up was not hard, really. Except for that one spot. And then I can go down this way, totally. This is just as doable as what I just did. There's like a shallow ravine that is, it looks fairly gradual unless there's a deceptive sudden drop off at the end. I'm pretty sure I can go down that way, which I might, just for variety, but there is a lot to explore here. Because of all of this, like there's so much here. If I forgot this, my memory is pathetic. Like, it's really bad. Because this is kind of impossible to forget. It's amazing. Okay, so wow, this is one of the coolest spots for sure. And then there's that other one over there. That's the second one I was talking about earlier in my live stream, that there's two of these. But there's all sorts of crazy things around here. Like this ridge down here, I'd like to explore that. I might just be stuck in this area for the rest of the day. I thought I might circumnavigate this whole thing and visit like a bunch of things around the side. But there's so much right here. I could definitely spend the rest of the day exploring sections and boulders. This is awesome. I don't think I've been here, because if I forgot this, I would be very disappointed in my memory. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this spot. I've been doing this thing, for those that don't know, where I mark all the places that I visit. I kind of assign my own numerical system just so that I have a way to reference them, and then I put marks on my map later on. So I like to get the timestamp like this. Hey, there's a way I could do a selfie, sort of. You can kind of see my reflection. I get the time stamp on the video so I can make waypoints on my GPS tracks later and know exactly when I was at certain points. Plus, since I'm not making waypoints as I go, another thing I could do, which I should have thought of this at one point, I think I did at one point, but I could just take a photo and then take the time of the photo and match it up that way. I don't know, it's just kind of a pain to have some system where I can mark points on the map. I'm going to come over here, since this is low-hanging fruit, sort of. Looks pretty easy to get on top of this piece. I have to be very cautious though, because one false step and you can trip and fall off the top of this. That ridge right there is insane. I don't know if I think it's not as sharp as it looks from here. Yeah, there's like 3 different ways. Okay, I think there could be a drop off right there. I'm seeing a massive distance and discrepancy in scale of objects there, so that might be not as doable as I was supposing it could be. I'm gonna sit down here for a second because I need to be able to look at my phone and not get disoriented and lose my balance. Okay. This stuff can be very suddenly dangerous if you're not really paying attention, and because I'm holding my phone with a gimbal and all that junk, it's actually kind of sketchy. So let me back off of this. I feel like I'm not in a good spot here balance wise. Okay, now I'm safe generally, unless this whole entire mountain collapses underneath me, sitting securely on it. Okay, I need to get my camera a little bit easier access so I can do these goofy timestamp things. Ew. All right, so there's the time for this little pinnacle. I know I'm kind of going to be going back and forth in this route. Might not make much sense, but I'm going to do what's safe and what's interesting. I definitely want to prioritize going to the top of this giant mountain that I came up here to see, so I'm going to focus on that first, with maybe a few disruptions as I head over this way. Like I might go up to this rock here first, unless it's super dangerous or something. It looks very, very approachable. Although, let's see, I need to go on this side for sure. There's a little bit of snow, so I have to watch my step to not slip, but most of the rock is pretty dry, and I'm gonna have to climb up here. But overall, this side had a better impression on me. So we're gonna go this way. Okay. Now, how high do I go? I could just call it here and say I'm on this general area, or I could actually climb up to the top of this thing. But some of these rocks, like this one that I would need to stand on to get up, look like they could just break off and topple over. It's very crazy looking. I think I could kick that one off. It's huge, but I think it would fall. Unless it's actually connected at the bottom, I can't tell, but I'll take a couple steps up here, but not sure I feel. Whoa. Okay, so I think I'm good enough. Not standing on the very top, but I'm up higher than the top of it. It's like at my waist level, so it's good enough. So let's mark this one. Another time I can easily come up here and do more of these things if I want, but there's the time. I want to try to, I don't want to rush it, but I want to, there's a lot of things to do here and I don't want to get stuck on one little destination. When there's so much to do. Plus, well, I do like to do long form videos like this. If I just stand here for half an hour, it's definitely not going to be interesting. Look at all this stuff, though. There's so much here. All right, this part is the sketchy part. I have several options. Probably go back down the same way I went, where the little bits of snow were on this side. I could actually walk up this thing and sort of scramble down the side of it too. But I feel like probably the safest option is to go back down the way I came. It's a little bit sketchy, but I might actually try to do a big old jump here, jump over there. Sort of hanging on with my hand a bit. All right. Okay. This is what I've been waiting for. This is my ultimate destination. By the way, I hope my sound is working. I had the option to change to external mic, and I picked it, but I've never tested this phone to see how it works. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, this part right here is a little bit funky. It would be easy if I didn't have my camera. There's my possible next big destination, though I may not make it that far today because there's so much right here in this complex of boulders. Oh wow, that's awesome. this is a huge drop off here. Not a good way to go either because of all that snow all over the place. Not that I was planning to go that way. Okay. I think I can do this without any significant risk. It's just a light scramble, but never underestimate. I don't know what awaits me at the top, if I can actually easily get to the top or if it's separated by some kind of gap. Sometimes there's several big boulders and the highest one has like this crazy climb to get to it, and I'm kind of, even though I like a certain amount of adventure, I'm sort of hoping that we don't have a situation like that today, because I'm not necessarily in the mood for taking unnecessary risks. But I do want to achieve getting to the top. Wow, that's insane looking. Oh, it looks like there could be some kind of gap between these next rocks. I hope not, but because I really want to. I mean, I've already satisfied the adventure and curiosity to a fairly good extent, so if I don't feel safe getting to the very highest part today or ever, then I'm okay with that. Yeah, look at that crud. Ooh, that's nasty. It's an overhanging wall. There's no way I would do that. Not a chance. The only thing I would maybe do is see if there's a way to get down to that ramp area and try to get up that way. There's also a similar structure on this side, but I think that's for another time. It's too bad because I'm really close, but that's dangerous. That's legitimately dangerous. So, plus the path that I would have to go on has massive snow on it over here. This one doesn't have snow, but that one looks more dangerous to me on that side. So we're gonna call it. I'm gonna use a little bit of restraint and wisdom to say, nope, we did it. We did good enough. I can hang out here for a while. I think though, if I could figure out a way to get on that ramp and I came back in the summer or something, I feel like, I don't know if that ramp would even get me closer to the top. It would get me out farther around the edge, but it might be just as bad of a climb on that far side as it is here. This is terrible. That's literally hanging out at like a 15-degree angle beyond vertical, so that's for serious climbers only. And I don't even know if a lot of climbers would do this because this rock is very crumbly and dangerous. So, but this is definitely my final hurrah on this particular mountain. I'm not gonna go any higher today. And I'm not that disappointed. I'm just glad I was able to get up here at all. I didn't even know if it would be possible. So let me grab my phone here. Oh, my pockets are completely jammed. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a fingerprint thing on the back. It's nice. There's the time. Mark it. It's so dumb. Like, phones in so many ways used to be better. Like, they have, my S9 has a fingerprint on the back, which is exactly where it should be, a separate sensor, not on your screen. The screen thing is stupid. I don't understand why they got rid of those on all modern phones. specialized designated fingerprint scanner on the back is like, it's exactly where your finger is anyway when you're holding your phone. It's just natural. It's been so long since I've used this old phone, I forgot it had that thing. So I was like doing my old pattern junk. Okay, so I'll just take in the view a little bit. Since I'm recording, I probably won't do a panorama, although I might end the recording here and just say I might do another recording later, but this is kind of where the finale of the day that I've been talking about, hyping up so much that I'll probably end the video here, and then I might just safely walk down without worrying about talking to a camera and stuff. So we'll just try to get a sort of a video panorama to take in the scene before I kind of head back down. Even just doing this is kind of risky because I have to watch my step as I'm twisting around, standing on these weird rocks. All right, well, sorry I can't flip it around and do a selfie. My stupid phone camera doesn't allow me to switch cameras while I'm recording, but anyway, thanks for joining me on this adventure. I guess I could try holding this out in reverse. Not sure what kind of angle we're getting here, but thanks for joining me. Flo here. I'm going to do a little bit more exploration off camera. I don't think I'll try to record all this just because it's a little bit dangerous to try to hold this big camera and gimbal while I'm climbing. So I'll just take it in, and you'll just have to take my word for it that it was awesome. Hopefully I survive to tell the tale. But anyway, I might, if I try to do that second big mountain over there, I might record that. And I've been charging my main phone since it died on the live stream, and maybe if there's enough charge I could try live streaming over there if there's a signal. But I might not even make it that far today because I'm actually kind of thinking I won't explore all of these ridges today because it's overwhelming. There's too many of them. I'm gonna have to make this a multi-trip completion mission. I don't think I can do all of it in one shot. There's just infinite things to do. There's more stuff over there that I don't think I've done all of that either. So, yep, thanks for joining me, and I will catch you all next time. So this is, once again, this is part of a live stream in between transmission. Transmission? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, you know what I mean. In between thing, and I might do a second live stream if my phone's charged. Otherwise, this might be the last for the day, but we'll see you next time.